It's if then. It's cause and effect. I know you guys are quite spiritual on this chat. I'm sure you've come across this before. Cause and effect. If then. So if the client says, look, Marco, or Jamila or Kathy or Denise, look, I can't afford, thank you, Nila, I can't afford $2,000. I can only afford $1,000. Okay. Can you do this? Now, if the client is offering you $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000, okay, and when at this stage, okay, well, they're offering you to work with you. They've got cash in their hand. They want to work with you. They're probably genuinely around about the mark that they can afford. Okay, so if I can get you this, then will you do this for me? Cause and effect. We're working together. So the client's offered you, for argument's sake, $1,000. Okay. I can't afford to pay. I can only afford $1,000. And the rest, can you do that? Okay. Thanks for that. If I can get you this deal confirmed today, then can you confirm that you can go ahead today? Okay. If then, and genuinely, that person, that closer must come to the manager and ask for a deal. Can I do this for $1,000? The first thing the manager is going to say is this person serious? Are they going to go ahead today? Right? And so the manager will be asking this question. And if you say as a closer, yes, they're going to go ahead today, and they don't go ahead, you've wasted your manager's time, you've wasted your time, everybody's time's been wasted here. So the elegant way to do this is if Mr. Customer, look, you can only afford $1,000. Okay, cool. If I can get this for you, I know the first thing my manager is going to say to me is this person serious? Is this person going to go ahead? So if I can get this deal for you, then will you be able to go ahead today? Because that's the first thing my manager is going to ask me. Are you getting this, guys? That's the first thing my manager is going to ask me. And I don't want to look unprofessional in front of my manager. So if I can get you this deal, then are you verbally telling me that you can go ahead today? Yeah, because I don't want to look unprofessional in front of my manager. True. Thank you, Stella. True, true, true. Everything is true there. And the client is asking you to get him a deal. We're working together, right? You should be excited by this stage. And this happens a lot, yeah. And a lot of rookies miss an opportunity here because the client wants this now. They're at peak state. They're at peak state, right? They're not going to be like this in an hour. And now we can get them to verbally commit that if I get them the deal at $1,000, then they won't let me down and make me look silly in front or unprofessional in front of my manager by going ahead today, right? You have now, if the client says yes, yeah, because remember, it's the client's idea. Oh, can you get me $1,000? Is this resonating with you guys? On the chats, please. Let me see some love because this is golden. You know, if someone says, oh, can I get $1,000? You know, okay, yes, if I can get you this, I need approval. My manager's going to ask me straight away, is this person serious? Are they going to go ahead today? Yes. If you can tell me that, then I now will go and get you this deal. But you got to go ahead today. You got a deal? And the client that says yes at this stage, right? Rarely, it's 90 something percent a deal today, not tomorrow, because the client's asked you to go ahead and get this deal for them. You've got the deal. It's got to be today. They've agreed to this. Okay. So now you phone up your manager. Can I do this? And the manager will say, what's the client like? Is it a good fit? And if it's a yes, yes. Bingo. We go back to the client. Mr. Client, good news, right? I've got you your deal. Here's the paperwork. Here's the payment link. How simple is that? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me I'm a genius. Come on, on the chat. Does this make sense? We're working together with the client, right? We're working, thank you, Alison. We're working together with the client. They've asked, can you get me $1,000? Right? They're at peak state. They want this now. So we're going to say, okay, if I can get you this now, then will you be able to go ahead with it today? Right? We're not no longer waiting for days for the paperwork, chasing them up. No, the deal is done. Okay. All right. And there's some variables to this, but I want you to get the main concept here. We're working together with the client, but they've got to give as well. Yeah. If I get you this, then will you do this for me? Because I don't want to look unprofessional in front of my manager, my boss, the CEO. Okay. All right, guys. Does this make sense on the chats? Do you like this? Is this professional? Is it professional? Is it pro? Right? We're working together with the client. Yeah. Remember the golden nuggets here. We always go for paid in full, always, because it's best for the client too. All right. I will need to get approval for you. This is explaining what we just spoke of now. She's offered to this offer to you. She's on board the offer. If you get the approval, then the customer is confirming to go ahead. If the customer makes you an offer at this negotiation stage, we're exploring a payment plan, right? And it's a decent offer, you know, $1,000, $2,000, you know, something that you could probably swing through the gates for. You've got a deal 90-something% of the time. Okay. All right. Sound good, guys? This is what Rockstar Closers do. Thank you, Stella. Pro Rockstar Closers. That's what we are. Okay. So now there's another variable here. If the client is not a one-call close, then we advance the sale. Okay. We advance the sale. If they need to speak to a business partner or spouse, if they're not quite ready to close on the call, the fortune is in the follow-up. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Denise. The fortune is in the follow-up. We advance the sale. Now, advancing the sale, I'll tell you what it isn't, okay, and what I see so many times. Advancing the sale is not sending the client an email. I'll wrap up everything we spoke of and send you an email. And that email goes into the inbox and there's no call to action. That's not advancing the sale. Advancing the sale is when you ask the client to take some sort of a commitment to go to the next steps with you. Okay? Take some sort of a commitment to go to the next steps with you. And 3 examples here on the slide, guys. Number 1, schedule in another meeting with a client on the call. Yeah? On the call, they're committing their time to come and meet with you again. That's an example of advancing the sale, right? We're meeting the client again to discuss the next steps, okay? Number 2, in this campaign, meet with Samarco, okay? Something that we do gets the client to meet with Samarco and actually, you know, see that we're real, you know, see that Samarco is real and see if they can resonate with Samarco. They're going to be working together. That's an example of advancing the sale. We also have speak to an existing coach. Okay, we can talk about this, guys, because this is good. You can make some extra cash on this. We can talk about this on our one-on-ones, etc. Speak to a coach. Okay, where the client gets to speak with someone already as an existing co-author. That's an example of advancing the sale, where the client takes a commitment step. Yeah, a commitment step into action, does something to advance with you. Not, I'll send you an email, you know, and I'll send me an email. Oh, okay. And that's no, that's not advancing the sale. Okay. So 3 steps here of advancing the sale. There's a few more, you know, share Samarco's Instagram, you know, go on a live. There's a few more. But these are the main ones that we use. Okay, Alison, no emails. We can send an email as long as it's got a next step attached to it. Okay, so you can schedule a call, or I will meet you with you next Tuesday, and I'll send you an email. Sending an email is fine there because we're advanced the sale, Alison, right? So email is quite powerful because again, to advance the sale, it's another touch point with a client, and it's quite a professional one. And we have, guys, emails already written for you on this campaign. So all you got to do is tweak it a bit, because we cover some really cool points on those emails, so you don't have to spend an hour creating a long email. It's there for you. So all you got to do is tweak it. So emails are cool, Alison, but as long as we're advancing that sale. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Yeah. Sorry, Alison, if I misunderstood you, but yeah. Does that make sense? Advancing the sale. If it's not a one call close, and we know it's not, yeah, we advance the sale. Does this make sense, guys? And is this, again, another commonsensical thing to do? Just salespeople don't think about it, right? Doesn't matter. You don't need to. We've condensed it all for you. Okay. These 10 steps are all you need, okay, to close a high ticket on a Zoom meeting. Got to get mastery. Got to own it. Make it your own words, your own vibe, okay? The psychology of what's going on in the client's mind, not yours. The important client, which we're here to serve. We're here to serve those clients. Yeah. It's a service-based industry. That can be learned and taught. And you too can be a world-class closer like Alexandra. Alexandra is now, in my opinion, a world-class closer. She cares so much about her clients, layered with the professionalism and the system that she's got with her. That is just an awesome force to be recommended. And you all can be this. Yeah, it just takes training and layering it in, all of you. Okay. All right. Client first. Love it. Please remember that, guys. It's not a saying, it's a lifestyle. Okay. I